So the internet's been around since the late 60s. It wasn't until 1993 that a guy named Tim Berners-Lee made the internet public for everybody. So we've had about 3 decades of public internet, and there are clear lines in the sand between 3 different eras. Hi, I'm Christian. I'm here in Miami, which is fast becoming the global tech hub of Web3 and blockchain. But in order to understand Web3, you have to understand Web 1 and Web 2. So in the 90s, Web 1 was marked by read-only. It meant that we could interact with the internet only really by reading. Then in Web 2, we had the dawn of the apps. This made interacting with the internet easier. So now we could broadcast ourselves, you could write a blog, you could make a video on YouTube. In the last few years, we entered what's called Web 3. This is read plus write plus own. Enabled by blockchain and a handful of other technologies, now we can actually own digital assets and our data. So Web 3 is not just a fancy, trendy term. What we're talking about is our future, our freedom, and our finances. Now, with this new prospect of owning our data in Web 3 comes the revelation of how much our data is actually worth. 5 of the largest 10 companies in the world were built off of our data. All the new AI companies like ChatGPT were built using our data. Health products, financial products, games, all built from our data. Over the last 20 years, data has become a multi-trillion-dollar market. So here's the world that we're potentially looking at, a world in which you generate income from the data you generate. That concept is called data as labor, and it's only possible through Web3 technologies. Now, here's the thing about data as labor. It solves not only current problems, but future ones. Governments around the world are trying to address the wealth inequality issue by proposing universal basic income. UBIs expand the power of the state. 93% of global banks are launching a central bank digital currency, which would give them unprecedented access into our financial transactions. So it's important to remember, Web3 is not just a fancy new tech trend. It's a quiet revolution. It's a battleground for our rights and our financial freedom. Will we choose the path of privacy and autonomy, or will we sleepwalk into digital serfdom? The choice is ours.
Out of data.